yourself late. What are you doing? You're not late. Cool. All right. So you are timekeeping?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What time are we gonna, do you want me to just set it for 30 minutes or what?
30 minutes, yeah.
That'll work.
And I'm also going to be recording the driven one I do with them later as well. So, okay, cool. Well, with that, with our small, humble group, I'll call this meeting to order. We probably will have a couple more piling in. The only RSVP for not showing is Dr. Freeman. She has district office meetings today, so she will not be with us. Well, this is probably like really one of those, important, intentional meetings that are crammed right in the middle of important events going on. And it's building all the way up to Thanksgiving break. You think about this time of year, we would normally have like kind of a downslope, kind of chill time wind down, but it's absolutely the opposite for us. It's like crescendo until the freshman fair on that last day, and then finally we get to enjoy our holidays. So lots can be asked of us. We're all navigating sickness in some way, shape, or form. I know Ms. Coppin has, I have last couple weeks. And unfortunately, what I will say, and just if I could do a personal comment here, we've done a wonderful job in our building with attendance. I've been looking at our attendance. It's only maybe 1 or 2 teachers gone a day, and we look at the main building, 10 through 12. Literally, did y'all see today's list? It was like 20-something teachers out today on the main campus. It's crazy. But I think it's the weather. Change in weather is just knocking people around. So I think our dedication in being here and persevering and fighting through adversity, I think we've done a really good job of being here for our kids. So I want to thank you guys for being here and pushing through. That means a lot to me. All right, so Career Expo is ready to rock for tomorrow. We've got permission slips in. We've got the bus list that were just released like an hour ago. So if you don't have that, I can post the link in the minutes that we have that Mr. Shook, that Coach Shook shared with us. And I will say this is a huge improvement over last year, if I may also editorialize here. As opposed to what we were trying to do. We're trying to navigate 6 buses all at once, 6 buses driving by the State House, 6 buses unloading, almost 300 kids last year. It was a mess. It was really hard to control. So the improvement logistically has been made to break these kids up into 2 more focused groups of about 120, 130 or so per trip. And it's so much easier to manage. So if you guys want to, in the agenda, I've got the bus list now linked in the main part there. If you guys want to click on it and save it, you guys can. So in my experience last year, one of the things we had a problem with, and I think I mentioned this last week, but I'll reiterate it now, is one of the problems we had was just groups of young men. For some reason, the girls didn't do this. The girls mostly paired up in groups of 2 or 3. But groups of young men in large groups, just doing social stuff. They didn't see a lot of what they needed to. And now we are holding them accountable, all students accountable with a passport, which is just simply a sheet that they have to take around asking 3 questions, 4 questions, and then getting a couple of businesses to write their answers on or to record their answers. Now I have a copy of this sheet of what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to show it to you real quick. And this is important for all teachers because they need to make sure our kids have this as they're walking around. Because if they don't, that's no good. Let's see if I have it over here. I did print it out yesterday.
Do you want us to carry a few extras in case they forget one?
We're gonna be handing them out in the morning.
Okay, so I shouldn't lose it.
Oh, is that what you have? Let's do that one instead. Yeah. Let me show this one on the camera. Okay. Yeah. This is a really good copy of this, and I'll show here. It's got the student passport with all that. Yeah. That's the one we should have. So thank you for.
May I make a suggestion? For students that don't have them, let's have extras. We can give them to them on the bus.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
For sure, because I've not handed any of mine out yet.
I handed them out to a few classes, but not all of them yet.
Yeah, I'll give a stack to each bus for each group.
It's fun.
If you'll do that for me in the morning, because you're in that morning or I'm in the afternoon one, just give a stack of these passports out to each group.
Okay.
And it's one sheeters, right? I can make copies of that. Do you have the original?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that actually is a lot more efficient than that other thing they linked to us in the
That's
in the
what
whole
you gave us to us that Miss Pete gave us in the training.
Yeah, so that was different than the other one in the module. So I don't want to use the one in the module. I'll use that one. That's cool. All right, thank you, Ms. Kaufman. I really appreciate that. So the way the buses are going to work is group 1 is going to leave at 9 o'clock and to get there by 11. So the kids can be there, in 90 minutes to almost 2 hours. That'll give them just a little bit more time than they had last year because, when we went last year, our time was cut a little short by admin for logistical reasons. But this should be better this year since we've got 2 separate groups. Group 2 leaves at 12:15, and I'm sorry, no, the bus departs at 11:15. Group 2 is scheduled to be there at 12:15 to 1:45. My guess, it's over here.
Okay.
My guess is that we're going to get there before 12:15. We're not that far from the State House. Like, we can get there in 30 minutes if the traffic's good. Right there on that side. You're with me, Miss Haynes. You're going to be on bus 1. I'll be on bus 2.
I'll
and
be
then
Ackland on bus 1, group 1.
and our bearded friends will be on bus 3. Mr. Baker and Mr. Lee. So they'll be on there. It's predictable, alphabetical order. It should be easy to track our students and where they're supposed to be instead of like all this randomness. So that's going to be really good. On this sheet too, there are check boxes for making sure they depart and making sure they arrive back. So we can take roll right on this spreadsheet. We won't have to do this on paper.
They do need to give us shared. We only have you. I think we only have you access.
You only? Oh yeah. Okay, that's a really good idea. So we'll ask for that. This is such a much better system than last year because we had just like random sheets of attendance sheets flying all over the place, and it was hard for us to keep track of it. But yeah, this is a lot better. So I think we're going to be in good shape with the passports that the kids are going to have. That's going to be our crowd control. That's going to be what we use to make sure the kids go from one place to another, to another, to another, to another. And that they are intentional in what they're doing and they are making an effort because we're going to grade those passports. And we're going to grade those modules linked to the questions they're going to ask. So that session 7, Ms. Kaufman, that's in our module, I'm also assigning that when they come back. So instead of me giving them that to take around, they could take around the passport. They'll get a grade on the passport, but also the reflection piece that they're going to have to do. So, but since I have that, what you showed me, I don't have to make them carry their reflection piece around to get that filled out because that's 3 pages. That's a whole lot of headache, and I can just have them do that in class. So that's way easier. So thank you for that. That's really good. Ambassador announcement, not so much important for this SLC because we did that last week. The other ones didn't meet. So if we go back to the minutes for Miss McPherson's group, they met this morning. They did talk about freshman fair ideas. We'll get to that in a second. but they did talk about, okay, that's for student intervention. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, she announced that, and then she went on to freshman fair duties. But I will say Miss Bassini met with our ambassadors for the first time yesterday and talked to them about what they're going to need to do for the freshman fair and helping her plan. So they're already off and running off what they're supposed to do. In fact, the ambassadors this morning were showing new kids around the school. So already getting started in their duties 3 school days after finding out they were chosen, which is great. That's how eager and determined they are to fulfill their role. In fact, I had 2 students asking about the proper uniform and where to get it, which we don't have the stuff yet for it, but that's a Miss Weed issue, and hopefully she can order that after we're done with the career fair, and we can get the proper uniforms in place for our students here. Okay, so what I would like for us to do is hit on real quick ideas for the freshman fair. Going back to what Ms. McPherson said, her input from her people were food trucks. We're already on that. Face paint, kickball, and cornhole. That was something that was not suggested before, but we play that over at my brother's house, my in-laws' house. I'm pretty good at it. It's an easy game to play. I think the kids will love cornhole if they've not played. It's just basically the sandbag game. Toss it across to the angled platforms with the hole in it. It's really cool.
I have a ton of bottles, so we can do a ring toss. I just need rings.
Oh man, that's a great
Glass
idea.
bottles, so
Yeah, rings are pretty awesome.
I just need to get
You
rings.
can get those at the dollar store.
Yeah.
That's easy. Yeah, so
But
let's
the bottles are the hard part.
go ahead and add that to the minutes. That's not on here.
Yeah.
So ring toss, I think is a great idea. Ms. Kaufman, you're pretty creative. Any cool outdoor game ideas or anything that you want to suggest?
What all do we have so far?
We have, well, she just added ring toss, and we have face paint, kickball, and cornhole.
How about horseshoes?
Horseshoes?
That's kind of similar to ring toss.
Um,
Let me give it some thought. I'll give it some thought.
I have something that I saw at a speech tournament a couple weeks ago, and I saw it, I'm like, oh, we got to do this. So, karaoke.
Yes.
I think we have tons of TVs. We can hook a karaoke machine or just a computer up and have a mic
And a speaker.
and a speaker and do karaoke. It's the cheapest, easiest thing to do, and the kids would absolutely love it. We'd have a line of kids for that. I also think for our more introverted folks that don't want to do outdoor things, I think we need to have 2 or 3 chessboards set up at
Yeah.
the table for more introverted kids like me.
What about Monopoly or just any kind of board game?
Yeah, I've got some over there, like a a board game table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cards.
So, well,
That will.
cards probably playing cards probably won't go over very
Uno
well.
would be okay.
They play.
Uno would be well, but like regular cards, that's kind of but
We can get Uno
Yeah.
Attacker. And
Yeah.
The mean games.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that's pretty good for right now. I'll show this to Miss Bassini and have her reach out to students and to us to see if we can help supply that. But I've got like 3 different chess sets at home, so I can bring those.
Yeah, I've got Uno games and cards and dice, and
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff because I did them last
So,
year.
one more thing we didn't do, and I know this is kind of like a later thing, but Miss Isaac was putting the kibosh on clubs for a while this semester, but she released that and has encouraged us to start clubs. So, did either one of you put your name in for a club idea when she sent that form out?
I did not, but
No,
I would love
I
to.
I did for a 9th grade chess club. I'm actually going to start a 9th grade chess club. And then in January, I'm also going to be 9th grade beta club sponsor. But Miss Austin wanted to hold off on that until January and start beta club clean in January, which I'm totally cool with, considering her circumstance. But yeah, so the heads up is out there about clubs. I'll put a bug in Coach Shook's ear when I see him later today about reiterating that and getting that heads up out there to us, because after we come back, we want to really get into clubs for the rest of the year and have that social aspect for the kids. Because, we can't say we're going to reward kids and then not have clubs for them to be a part of. That's not fair. I think one event for one day is not enough when they've done so good. So I think that's super important. All right. Next, we're going to, I know there's three of us. This is where I needed, Dr. Freeman and Coach Shook and Miss Bassini to help us on the intervention discussion on these two students. One I do have and the other I don't. What we can do, if we would like to have a motion to table the intervention discussion to next week's meeting before we release on Thanksgiving, do you think that would be better with more of us able to be here?
I don't know either.
I don't think three of us could have a capable discussion on student intervention, especially when there's not an admin present. So what I'll do is we're going to move that one up to second priority behind the freshman fair final issues, because we're going to have to type the loose ends for freshman fair at next week's SLC. Okay, so that has to be our first priority, but this will be our immediate second priority because intervention is a very important function of what we do. But the names will stay the same. It'll be Blas and Bentley that we will focus on for next week. It's two different people for each of our 3 SLC meetings. This morning, they actually did go ahead and they had enough people to discuss 2 students. Those students were Audrey, I'm not going to mention last names for privacy's sake, and Aiden. And they had some very good commentary on both those students. So if you have either one of them, read that, and you can actually add your inputs to that top agenda if you want to add your comments there, or you can add it to ours for those 2 students. But the ones we want to focus on, we're going to just go ahead and address that next week. Okay. Any other additional things that we want to add or talk about? And especially looking ahead to after Thanksgiving break. Do we have anything going on with, student identity, something that bringing the kids together? Are we doing anything for Christmas? Anything special that you could think about that we either did last year and should do, or that we almost certainly will do? Any ideas?
What about Secret Santa?
Secret Santa?
Something like that? Maybe
For staff, that's pretty good. And you
Yeah.
know what? We take care of each other in SLCs as well.
kids.
We take care of the kids, but we also take care of us. So, yeah. So add in the future business closing area, Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll find somebody to work on that. That's a good opportunity for our office staff to get involved. So, Miss Danny, Miss Cobb, our new secretary, Miss Linda. You've not met her. She is a wonderful person. She is a native of Germany, and she has come over here and just recently, and she's worked with us. So
For the kids, we could do Spirit Week Christmas edition. We've done that before.
Yeah,
do a Spirit Week Christmas.
Dress
That's a
up
great
different
idea. Yeah.
For one day, Christmas socks next day. Dress up as somebody from The Grinch. Or something
Man,
like that.
Ugly Sweater Day owns me, dude. So I'm all over that.
They
So
did the 10 days of
Yeah.
Christmas instead of 12 days of Christmas.
Mhm.
And so I
Yeah.
have the ones that we did last year and the year before from my previous school.
yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that. So yeah, let's put that Christmas Spirit Days. Very good idea.
Miss Spirit.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Let's see. Obviously, I think a potluck is a given. I think that's going to happen. So let's just go ahead and document that so we can bring it up later
For the faculty and staff.
for the faculty and staff. Yeah. Okay. So that basically those are our agenda items, but I think we've got career fair enough in the bag now that all we need to do is just go on the trip and get it done, right? And all I'm going to do with the third lunch, folks, with the driven staff is just go over these items again. Just kind of run it down, get some inputs. We will also probably in that one table the student intervention because we need them to choose 2 students that are driven students that they're concerned about. and I want to give them a week to think about it, gather data, observe, that sort of thing. That's the only responsible way for them to respond and give important input. That really is super, super important. So, does that sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Well, all right then. Well, that was fairly harmless, wasn't it? Okay. Is there anything else you guys can think of that we need? Okay, let me give credit to you guys on the task list. So, meeting recorder was Ms. Haynes. Thank you so much for doing that. You take excellent notes, by the way. You did a very, very good job. Thank you. And timekeeper was Ms. Kaufman. But between sneezing in your Kleenex and looking at your phone, it's kind of a tough deal. And for attendance today, absent was Miss Davis. I'll go ahead and mark that. Miss Freeman, mark that. Miss Bassini, mark that. Miss Edwards went to, I think she went to the first one, to the first meeting we had. So, I think we're good otherwise here. Miss Tidwell was not here either, so we're gonna mark. She's in this PLC, by the way, our new counselor, Miss Tidwell. So she's gonna be with us from now on. I just didn't see her today. So wherever Miss Bassini is probably where Miss Tidwell is.
I think I saw something about a counselor's meeting.
Yeah, I think they had one. That's why they're both out. Miss Wheat was out. She's probably at the State House helping to prep the expo and get all that set up. All right, so that means we had 4 absent today. All right. And for the first meeting, there was 5 present for the first meeting. So it's 8 so far, and hopefully I'll get the other 6 during third lunch. So it'll be 14 for total SLC attendance. All right, cool beans. Well, ladies, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You said sessions 4, 5, and 7, or 3, 5, and 7?
3, 5, and 7. 3 and 5 before the expo.
Not 4.
Not 4, not 1. Yeah,
Okay.
on the module assignment for the kids. Yeah.
3, 5,
So
7. Okay.
yeah,
Thank you. We should probably get that done.
that should be a lot easier for
Oh
you guys.
yeah. We can get that done in 1 class period easily. And then the form also. The Google form. Yep.
If you would not mind, I can get those copies made for you. If you'll send me a clean copy of the passport form, because we do need to hand those out on paper tomorrow.
I don't have a soft copy of it. I have the hard copy that she gave us. I'll go grab one real quick though.
Yeah, let's do that, and I can just run that through the scanner and do that.
Well, I have a physical copy. I don't
Yeah,
have
she's gonna give that to me, and I'll do it that way.
Hard copy, you just, or the digital copy, you can share it with him and he can print it off.
Yeah, I don't have a.
She doesn't have a digital copy. I don't
She
either.
handed it to me, or she didn't give one to us.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it
And
in
when I
my
showed it to
folder.
the kids, I had to take a picture of it and then email myself the picture.
Yeah.
Do you want me to create one?
No. She has a
You're gonna create a digital copy?
I mean, I can if you want me to. It doesn't take me very long to do that kind of stuff.
I mean, I can go get the physical copy real
If you
quick.
want me to, I can
Yeah.
do it. It won't
Yeah,
take
that'd
me
be
very
great.
long.
Well, listen, if we scan it in as a PDF, we won't have to take like the image of it like you had. We can get a clean PDF copy. Then I can send a PDF copy to you, and like you can AI that into a document form, or just leave it as a PDF and the kids can do it in Canning. You know, if we want to do it digitally, but we want them to have paper copy tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
So we're just gonna
they don't
make.
have a device for it.
So we're gonna make paper copies of that. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a need to read.
Well, I was just saying the general one, that you can reuse it and just edit it here.
Okay, I'll go
Well,
grab that real quick.
Yeah, that's a good reason to have it. So that's not urgent. We'll just
Yeah.
for
Alright, I'm gonna go
tomorrow.
grab
We'll
that.
just do that.
I'm saying if you needed me to, it doesn't really take me very long to do that kind of
I
stuff.
appreciate you offering though. Thank you.
Just
Great job.
I'll go get that real quick.
Yeah, and we'll just put that in the archives and use that every year.
I do my own.
Alright, I'll be going to go after that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, meeting adjourned.
Sorry.
Meeting adjourned, I guess.
Okay.
We are dismissed.
Thank y'all. Have a good day.
Me too. I'll be back. See you tomorrow.